Hello, I'm David Knox. I produce educational real estate videos to assist homeowners and home buyers. Your real estate professional has provided this video, 8 Steps to Buying a Home, to help you make your purchase a more enjoyable and productive experience. And whether you're a first-time home buyer or an experienced homeowner, this video will help you with an organized, step-by-step plan and specific suggestions to make it easier to find and own your next home. There are many benefits to owning a home, both personal and financial. Personal benefits include pride of ownership, flexibility, and control. Financial advantages may include property appreciation. Some countries allow a tax deduction for mortgage interest and property taxes. Now, confirm this by consulting with your tax professional. The 8 steps of the home buying process include everything from meeting with the real estate agent to house hunting and finally closing the sale. If you want all this to proceed smoothly and in a timely manner, the best way to begin is with step 1, preparing to buy. Consider this question. If your real estate agent found a home tonight that met your needs, what would you do? Would you buy it? It is best to begin the process only when you know you're ready to make a purchase. And part of being ready to buy involves answering these questions. When do you need to be settled? How would your plans be affected if the purchase occurred sooner or later? Who else will be involved in the decision? If renting, does your current lease need to be reviewed? And finally, what is your financial situation? If you currently own a home, you'll need to decide whether to buy first or sell first. To ensure that you have a place to live, you might consider buying first. But if you do that, you'll need to qualify for and afford 2 house payments. Or you'll need to make the purchase contingent upon selling your existing home, and that's an unfavorable condition to a seller that reduces your negotiating power. If you do sell first, well, you run the risk of owning 0 homes. Still, it may be best to put your home on the market first, then begin your house hunting. And when your home sells, you and your agent will set the closing and possession dates to occur at the same time. In a fast-moving market with low inventory, homes will sell more quickly. It's a good time to sell your current home, but it may be a challenge to find your next home. It's likely that your current home will sell first, leaving you without a home to purchase. Yet it still may be a better idea to sell first, and here's why. You'll have your equity available, your options are open, and you're in a stronger negotiating position. Your buyer, facing the same market challenges, may delay the possession, allowing you time to find your next home. And if not, and you do need to make a double move, the costs of interim housing and moving twice may be offset by the higher sale price of your current home and the joy of owning your new home. We've raised several key considerations that will help you get prepared to buy. And once you've resolved them, you'll be ready for step 2, meeting with a real estate agent. Although many buyers begin their home search online, they ultimately learn that agents are a valuable resource. They help you find homes before they come to market, teach you about market values, narrow down the search to the most appealing homes, negotiate and structure the purchase, and navigate the process to the final closing. Remember, finding the home isn't the most difficult part. It's negotiating to secure the home and managing the process to ensure a successful closing. When selecting a real estate agent, be sure to ask about his or her experience and how they work with buyers. What are their national, state, or local affiliations? What designations do they carry? For example, not all real estate agents are realtors. Those who are follow the Realtor Code of Ethics to ensure you will be treated honestly and professionally. If you work exclusively with one real estate agent, he or she will be working with your best interests in mind and make a much stronger commitment to finding you a home. The way to achieve this commitment contractually is through a buyer representation agreement, otherwise known as buyer agency or buyer brokerage. Buyer agency creates a relationship between the buyer and his or her real estate agent. The agent then becomes your advocate, where confidentiality, loyalty, and care are required. Loyalty to each other is important to optimize the benefits of this arrangement. It is important to note that the laws governing agency vary by state and policies vary by company. Some states also have rules governing dual agency situations. Ask your agent to address this with you. Another discussion to have with your agent is the payment of commission. Agents are compensated for the services they perform for sellers and buyers. There is a seller commission paid to the listing broker and a buyer commission paid to the buyer's broker. Historically, both commissions were included in the sale price. New legislation requires that agents disclose the amount of each side of the commission. Your agent may require you to pay the buyer's side of the commission. It is also possible to have it added to the sale price, itemized, and deducted from the proceeds of sales. Most important right now is that you are aware of the need to discuss agency with your agent, gain an understanding of representation, agree upon a commission payment, and secure a written agreement of your rights and responsibilities as a buyer. In order to find homes that meet your needs, your real estate agent must spend time getting to know you. A doctor must diagnose before they prescribe, and attorneys must research before they advise. Although this meeting will probably take place in their office, consider inviting your agent to your current residence to learn about your taste, lifestyle, family, and furnishings. This will help your agent find a home that best suits your needs, and use this opportunity to ask questions to satisfy any concerns. By the way, if you're considering new construction, be sure to let your agent know before visiting the new home projects. Agents often have agreements with builders and can assist you with the purchase. If you do visit builders, let them know you're working with the real estate agent and provide your agent's contact information. That way the builder knows you're being represented. Step 3 involves establishing your price range in financing. Most homes are purchased by obtaining a mortgage. The monthly principal and interest payment is based upon the loan amount, interest rate, and repayment terms. In addition, you'll pay property taxes and homeowners insurance. So think about your budget and determine a comfort level for your monthly house payment and total cash investment. A mortgage lender will determine the maximum monthly payment and loan amount. There are 2 main levels to establish your financial qualifications when purchasing real estate: pre-qualification and pre-approval. Now, pre-qualification is an estimate of how much you could be approved based upon your verbal conversation with the loan officer, often without a credit report being obtained. Pre-approval is stronger because it shows that the lender verified your financial information and confirmed an approved loan amount. For this, you must provide documentation of employment, income, available cash, and outstanding loans. This process will also evaluate your debt-to-income ratios, credit score, and specific loan options. Pre-approval will give you confidence and buying power and is a necessity if you want to be taken seriously with sellers and real estate professionals. Your agent may now guide you to homes that fit within the constraints of your available financing. And once you are approved for a loan, it is important to avoid job changes, increasing debt, or applying for new credit. These could all jeopardize your approval. Once you better understand all this, you'll be ready for Step 4, determining your housing requirements. Buyers usually begin defining their physical housing requirements by considering proximity to work, school, shopping, and hobbies, etc. Yard size, style, whether detached, condo, etc. Bedrooms, baths, garage, and storage. And finally, amenities and special requirements. But it is so common to find a home that exactly matches your specifications only to discover it doesn't feel right. Why does this happen? Because you're not just buying a physical structure, you're buying how you will feel in that home. To be sure that your home provides the feelings that you desire, you must understand your needs based on your lifestyle and the motivations that drive that lifestyle. A good way to identify these feelings is to ask yourself the question, why do I want this feature? Why is it important to me? Your answers will most likely be defined by some of these dominant motivations. Once you're clear on these feelings, you and your agent can convert them to physical specifications. And now you're ready for the fun part, Step 5, house hunting. How many homes should you see before you buy? The truth is, there is no magic number, and you could find the right home your first day out. Of all the homes for sale, your real estate agent will narrow them down by location, price, bedrooms, and amenities, leaving only a few that actually meet your needs. Technology continues to enhance the house hunting process, making it easier to gather information on neighborhoods and specific homes. You can research and consider more homes in less time than ever before. Your agent can provide links to properties for your review prior to the actual showing. Photos, videos, and 3D tours make this preview process very close to the real thing. Street View and map and navigation apps allow you to quickly see the home and neighborhood. Next, your agent will arrange showings of these homes. And this is your chance to discover how various homes make you feel and whether they meet your needs. During the showing, imagine yourself living in the home by sitting in the rooms and mentally placing family, friends, and furniture in the home. Consider driving by the home at different hours so you can see it in daylight and in the evening. And be sure to voice your reaction to help your real estate agent refine the search and narrow your specifications. This provides better selections on the next homes your agent shows you. If you're buying an existing home, you can't expect perfection. It's difficult not to look at condition and decorating, but remember, these are cosmetic and can be changed. Focus your attention on the permanent features and characteristics, location being the most important one. You can change the structure, but not its location. Should you choose to buy the home, you may secure a home inspection that provides a written report outlining any defects. The inspector will examine plumbing, heating, electrical, structure, and other important characteristics of the home. Be sure to ask your agent about securing a home warranty on the property. This is another way to provide peace of mind. At some point, you'll find a home that meets your needs and feels right. So now what? You must make a decision, and the sooner you decide, the better. Many people lose the home they really want because they wait too long to decide. And be assured, no matter how long a home has been on the market, the minute you want it, someone else will too. So once you've made the decision of purchase, it's time to move on to one of the most critical steps in the process, Step 6, completing the purchase agreement. This step involves establishing the terms of a sale in writing with a purchase agreement. It is likely it'll be done on a digital transaction platform that allows this document to be e-signed and stored securely in the cloud. Your real estate agent will serve as an advisor and provide solutions that lead to agreement. But keep in mind, it is not their role to make decisions for you, but to provide facts, feedback, options, and anticipated outcomes of your decisions. The ultimate goal is to reach agreement and purchase the home. Aim for a win-win transaction that will result in mutual satisfaction. We'll review each part of the purchase agreement. However, this video is not a substitute for legal advice. It is your responsibility to read and understand the contract. Ask your agent for a copy of the contract so you may review it before you actually write an offer. The key elements are purchase price and deposit, financing and closing costs, dates of closing and possession, personal property, and contingencies. The earnest money deposit is the consideration that shows your commitment to the purchase. It will be held in escrow by a third party and applied towards the purchase. The type of financing you plan to use must be specified on the purchase agreement. The costs involved for your type of financing and the time allowed to attain it will also be spelled out at this time. Closing and possession dates can be very important to making your offer competitive and appealing to the seller. Your real estate agent may learn about the seller's situation from the listing agent. Personal property can be a source of confusion in real estate transactions. Items attached to the property are called fixtures. They're considered to be real estate and stay with the home unless otherwise specified. Items that can be removed by the seller are personal property. If personal property isn't specified now as part of the sale, don't assume it will be there when you move in. And don't get stuck negotiating over items of personal property. You're buying a home, not the contents. Other conditions of the sale will then be added, such as contingencies on a financing appraisal and a home inspection. Buyers frequently consider price to be the most important element, but too often they place more importance on getting a good deal than getting a good home, focusing on price instead of value. Now, no one wants to pay too much for anything, but quality real estate will command market value. Remember, if you found a home that you love and it's priced at or near market value, you gain nothing by making a low offer. And if you don't get the home, it won't matter how much you saved. In strong markets with a shortage of inventory, it's common for homes to attract multiple offers and sell above asking price. And that raises the question, what should we offer? Very difficult question in a very emotional time. We can be pretty sure it's going to sell for the asking price and probably even more. By how much more? There's no way of knowing that. So you have a decision to make. What should we offer? Here's a question to consider. If this is the winning offer and this is yours, how will you feel? If you wish that you would have offered this amount, that's going to be really, really painful. So my suggestion for you is to offer a no regret price, meaning this is it. It's your top offer. And if you don't get the home, you can go forth knowing that that wasn't the right home for you and continue looking for homes. Now in this situation, you won. Your offer was the winning bid. You're excited about getting the home until you ask yourself the question, did we leave money on the table? Did we pay too much? Well, no, you didn't pay too much. You paid what was necessary to get the home. The question I would ask you is, would you have preferred not to win? Probably not. And you're wondering, well, how much more did we, quote, leave on the table? You really didn't leave any money on the table, but there is a gap between the two, and it was the amount necessary to attain the home. So consider this, the insurance you paid for the peace of mind of getting the home that you really wanted. Now, in some transactions, time is even more important than money. You may be part of a domino chain of homes, and timing will be critical in order to accomplish your move-in and move-out dates without incurring penalties or additional costs. And as we discussed earlier, ideally, you want both homes to close on the same day in order to have a smooth transition. And once the purchase agreement is completed, it's time to move one step closer towards the purchase of your next home. Step 7, presenting and negotiating the purchase agreement. Your real estate agent will arrange to present the purchase agreement to the seller. It's perfectly normal to feel some anxiety while waiting for the seller's answer. But remember, the better your offer, the more likely the seller will accept it. The ball is now in the seller's court, and they have at least 3 and sometimes 4 options. They can accept your offer as is, and you own the home. They may ask for changes, resulting in a counteroffer. And in the case of multiple offers, they may accept a competing offer, and you lose the home. If they reject your offer, you must start over by changing and resubmitting your purchase agreement. As soon as both parties agree to the terms outlined in the purchase agreement, you'll be ready for the final step in buying a home, Step 8, closing the sale. The closing or closing of escrow is the final step before you call the house your home. It's the responsibility of you, your agent, and the lender to make sure all necessary items are provided by the closing date. Your real estate agent and loan officer will be working hard to ensure a smooth closing. Some of the items they'll be administering include income and deposit verifications, credit report, appraisal, inspections, and title search. During the same time frame, you will need to secure homeowners insurance and begin making moving arrangements. The closing is typically held at a title company on the date specified in the purchase agreement. Be prepared at this time to pay the balance of the down payment and closing costs. Once the transaction is closed, you'll receive the keys to your new home. Now starts the fun of making it your own and creating memories. If you're happy with the service you received from your agent, be sure to refer your friends so they may also have a positive experience. By following the 8 steps outlined in this video, you'll have a plan that will make your home buying experience easier and more enjoyable. So take time, get prepared, and meet with your real estate agent. I wish you the best in your new home.